My journey started with one day when I only had 1,000 shillings and I was going to town for a meeting. By then I had taken an early retirement from the bank. When I was 39 years old, people asked me why retire this early, and I said I needed my youth to make money. Why? Because the people I used to see coming to the bank Monday to Saturday, 1st to 31st, January to December, were business people. So I opted out to start a business. I started businesses, many that failed. But my husband had, my husband, and the family, what appeared to be working was real estate in small strides. So I then joined my husband in farming. I'm a farmer. It's good to farm. I encourage the young to farm so that we have food, so that we save money from buying food from our neighboring countries, so that we can invest in ventures like this. When I looked back, one day I only had 1,000 shillings. Then I said I could not actually use my car. So what I did, I was going to use a matatu, and then I found a gentleman looking at his fence, and I said, I greeted him and I asked him, do you work with NSSF? He said, no. And then I asked him, is this your plot? He said, yes. I thought they belong to NSSF. Do they sell? He told me, yes, they are selling. And he's the one who showed me where to go at the podium. And he told me I would get a booking of a plot for 500 shillings. And that's how TSAVO Fedha started. So when I went, I booked Mr. Philip Ochuro and Mrs. Ochuro. That day, we had to eat skuma, and the previous day we had taken githeri, and so my husband asked, why are we eating food that is almost the same? So I told him because I bought a plot, and he told me to stop joking. But then after food, he ate, and I gave him the receipt. And he took it after that. Little did we know that we'll end up here. So my husband crossed over early 2020, and in his will, actually the plot did not belong to me. He'd written that it should go to our two daughters, Cynthia and Viola. And by God's grace, I transferred it immediately. That is the plot that never went through succession. Why? Because it was in joint proprietorship. So it came to me, the survivor takes it all. So it came to me and I transferred. Then I heard that a friend of mine had sold his plot and gotten a developer, Mr. Ilako. I looked for him and he told me, no, I didn't sell. There's this young man and young lady called Mr. and Mrs. Ochuro. I pestered him. I looked for him. I begged him to give me their numbers. He took time. Finally, he gave me the number. And I looked for Mr. Ochuro. And the rest is history. I thank God for you, Emily. Behind a man who dreams and dreams become reality, there is a very, very powerful, energized, a lady who sees an opportunity and takes it. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Mr. Ochuro. We are here because of that story.